welcome to our channel, Exploring It All. I'm Agnes Girl. Join me and my dad while we explore everything. Remember to hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Ding! Thank you for watching.
Well, thank you once again for that amazing introduction, Miraculous Girl. And as you guys can see, some of this is already open. I can't even feign surprise anymore because my memory card crashed. And so, but I know a little bit more information this time. And it may be a little bit more informative and less of me babbling. So, what happened is I went to Les Schwab to get my tires rotated. That's a tire store that's here on the West Coast. And they had some stuff on the counter, and they usually do. Actually, there's a couple of places. The battery place usually, I got a neat Nebo flashlight from the battery place. And I actually think I got another flashlight, more of a pin light style, that was rechargeable. I think it's in my EDC pack. That from the Les Schwab Tire Store. But this time they had a knife, and I just had to do it. And it wasn't expensive. It was less than $30. I want to say it was like $27. And I think these were less than 20 bucks. I did use it's a Bushmaster survival knife. It reminds me of the Mora Eldridge or something, whatever that little stubby Mora is. Although this has a little bit bigger handle made out of wood. This is 1095 made in China. But this was a knife, one of the last knives my dad had sitting out before he passed last year, and I've kind of like it. I don't know. Anyway, and I just recently got that. So anyway, let's start with these little headlamps here real quick. And these are pretty awesome. I did just charge this one. When I opened up, I used that knife I just showed you to open up this blister pack. Now, these headlamps are kind of no frills. They actually come, I was reading the instructions, and they come in, they call it demo mode, and you have to plug in the USB to get demo mode out. I have now since charged this one, although they did come somewhat charged. And there are 3 modes, and this is high, and the high mode is 250 lumens. And then next up, you have a medium mode, and you notice it kind of goes there slight like that. And that is 50 lumens. And, the high mode goes for 2 hours, or I'm sorry, 1 hour. The medium mode, 2 hours. And low, I forgot to mention, so the very low is 15 lumens, and that'll go for 5 hours. And the throw is respectively 65, 28, and 15. So on high, let's get it back up to high. On high, 250 lumens, 1 hour, 65 meters. Medium, 50 lumens, 2 hours, 28 meters. And low, 15 lumens, 5 hours, 15 meters. This is also water resistant. It says durable and lightweight, but and a comfortable design. And you can very easily put this, it came with 2 headbands, and you can very easily put that on the headbands. And my first thought was when I put this on the headband is man, this is going to be kind of uncomfortable. Now I'm going to have to kind of work this off to figure it out. But you can actually pull this little tab out, and this little clip, this little clip just slides right off. So you can kind of weave your headband into this, and you don't have to keep this clip on there because that would push against your forehead, and that would probably be kind of uncomfortable. And then it does slide right back on. Did I slide it? Yeah, slides right back on. And then the other thing that's cool is because you have this clip, you can put this on a hat or whatever and use it as a headlamp for your hat. And after you've not pushed the button for 8 seconds, when you push the button, it will automatically turn off. Otherwise, it goes through the different levels. So if I turn it on, I leave it on for 8 seconds. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Haven't pushed the button. Now you push the button, it'll just turn off on that mode. Turns back on, same mode. So anyway, so those are pretty cool. Like I said, they weren't very expensive, and the charger is a C charger. And put that out of the way. Plug this in. I haven't taken this other one out of the demo mode. There we go. Just plug this in over here, and it has a red light when you first plug it in, and then it will change to green when it is fully charged. So that's cool because that means my Batarax, which has a C charge in it as adapter, will also charge these little headlamps as well as be an emergency for your phone. So there's that. Anyway, so, and these are made in China, just full disclosure. Oh, and in California, Prop 65 warning, so just be advised, like everything, it will. Now, next up, we have the True Knife. And I have to say, I kind of like it because I've already pulled it out. It was wrapped in plastic and everything when I first did the unboxing, but I put it back in here. No longer have the plastic in here, and the little card didn't come out this time. Before it had this little dilly dapper around it when it first came out of the box. Take that out, boom, that's what it looks like. All right, so this knife is a ball bearing flipper knife, and you see the flipper, it's pretty pronounced out there. It is going to be a tip down carry on tip down right side carry. There's no option to move this pocket clip anywhere else. You do have a lanyard hole. The G10 here is grippy right here, and then it's a little different right here, a little smoother in here. And as you'll notice, it's a liner lock, and you got a little bit different indentation on this side than you do on this side. And that's actually kind of unique. I like that. If you guys can see through the knife there, you might be able to see the centering on it is pretty good. I've seen a lot worse, and for the most part, to me, it looks like it's centered. And so let's give it a flip. Now, I've flipped it, so I know it flips very well. Like I said, it says ball bearing. And like this is G10, and the blade is 8CR13 MOV. So that's the blade material. Now, it is coated with, I don't know, some sort of black material. If you know what type of normal coating they put on these types of knives, please mention it in the comments, because I don't know. You have a logo over here, and over here you have the 8CR13 MOV, and probably the product number, FK22K, it looks like. I think that might be the product number. But it flipped open the lock, and again, if you can see through there, the lock slides over, it releases easily. And like I said, because of the cutout here, on this side is more pronounced than on this side, you're not going to really push the liner on this side, but from this side it's easier to do it. So it is very easy to manipulate this with one hand, which I think is very nice. I like that. It does make a little squeaky noise when you move the liner over. I like listening to it flip. I think my dad would have enjoyed listening to this one flip. And so let's do some cut testing. As you can see, I've kind of done some. And I'm going to tell you right now, this knife came out of the box very sharp. I've done a lot of cuts on it already, so this isn't the first cuts again. And you can't see it, but when I was doing my and just full disclosure here, when I was doing my initial paracord testing here, when maybe the first or second one, I went to stick this through and I stuck myself right there. You can see it right there, little dot. Anyway, sharp objects, more sharp. So push through. And I want to say I've done some cutting on it and it's not pushing, or does have to pull through quite as well as it was, but the slice is still pretty nice. And this is kind of my push through slice, so I'm kind of putting a little, but just driving through there. And you can see it's still, that's pretty good. Pull back. Same thing. You can't complain. It cuts. Cuts very well. Cut my mat. Can't really pew, but I don't know how to do the pew. I have to admit, I am not good at that. I want to say that the little tip piece right here doesn't seem to be as sharp as that part. Maybe it is. I don't know. But, you know, for a $29, you know, does Tire Store, is that a gas station knife? I don't know. You guys decide. You tell me. I don't know that it kind of qualifies for that. I want to say it's a higher-end gas station knife, maybe. I don't know. I've never heard of this brand, True Brand. If you guys have heard of it, you know, let me know in the comments. Anyway, so that's a quick look at 2 items. EDC items that I managed to slip by Miraculous Squirrel while we were at the tire store, and otherwise she would have told me, no, you can't buy any more knives. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe, and remember, be nice to each other.